Let me ask you a question that decides whether your next small problem stays small or ruins your month. If your income stopped tomorrow, how long would you be okay before panic kicked in? Not, I should cancel Netflix. Not, I should eat at home. I mean, real stress, real scrambling. Because that time gap, calm to panic, is what an emergency fund actually measures. My name is Mike, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance and why smart people still feel anxious about money. If you've ever tried to save, only to watch it get wiped out, and then you felt like you were back at zero, this video is for you. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you the simplest, most realistic way to build an emergency fund, even on a normal income, without relying on motivation, and without turning your life into a miserable budgeting prison. And if these kinds of videos help you think clearly about money, subscribe, because this channel is basically financial calm in video form. Here's what most people don't realize. Saving money doesn't feel like progress at the beginning because your progress is invisible and fragile. You save $200. Then your tire goes flat. Now you're back down. You save again. Then your electricity bill spikes. Back down again. So your brain starts telling you, see, you can't get ahead. And this is where it gets really interesting. Your brain isn't reacting to the math. It's reacting to the pattern. Humans are motivated by visible progress. If progress keeps resetting, motivation collapses. That's why emergency funds are hard. Not because the concept is complicated, because early-stage saving is basically fighting enemies every month. Mini story. Imagine two people. Person A saves $150 a month with no buffer. Person B saves the same $150, but already has a small cushion. Same income, same discipline, but person A keeps getting resets. Person B keeps stacking wins. And the difference isn't discipline. It's protection. Because the truth is, when you're at zero, life doesn't care that you're trying. Life will hit you anyway. Concrete example. If your monthly budget is tight, a single $300 surprise is not annoying. It's a chain reaction. You use the credit card. You carry the balance. Interest adds pressure. Next month gets tighter. Savings gets delayed. Repeat. That's the paycheck to paycheck loop. An emergency fund doesn't make you rich. It breaks the loop. Stay until the end, because I'll give you a simple step-by-step setup that makes saving automatic, and I'll show you exactly how much you need at each stage, not vague 6 months advice. Most people think an emergency fund is for job loss. That's part of it. But the real purpose, especially for beginners, is much simpler. An emergency fund is a reset prevention tool. It stops small problems from erasing your progress. Because here's the hierarchy of financial danger. A big emergency is obvious and rare. A small emergency is common and constant. And small emergencies are what keep people broke. Let's name a few. A $120 copay. A $250 car maintenance issue. A $400 flight to see family. A $180 something broke in the apartment moment. A random fee or late payment because your account balance is low. Those aren't disasters. But without savings, they behave like disasters. Mini story. You're doing fine. You're finally saving. You're proud. Then your car battery dies. It's $220. If you have no emergency fund, that moment feels like betrayal. I was doing everything right, and I'm still stuck. But if you have a buffer, the same event becomes annoying. Paid. Done. Same event. Different nervous system. That's the magic. Not money. Control. Concrete example. A $400 expense on a credit card at 20% plus interest doesn't just cost $400. It costs stress, time, and future flexibility. But a $400 expense covered by an emergency fund costs $400. One is a problem. The other is a crisis. In a second, I'll show you the 3 levels of emergency funds and why most people fail because they start at the wrong level. Okay, let's make this real. Online advice says, save 6 months of expenses. That's like telling someone who can't do a push-up. Do 100 push-ups a day. Technically good. Psychologically useless. Here's the simple way, the way that actually works. Level 1, $1,000 buffer. This is the stop the constant resets level. It's not financial freedom. It's your tire doesn't destroy your month. $1,000 covers most annoying surprises. A car repair. A medical expense. An urgent bill. A travel moment. A short gap in hours. This level makes saving finally feel real. Level 2, 1 month of essentials. Not 1 month of your current lifestyle. 1 month of survival costs. Housing, groceries, utilities, transportation, minimum debt payments. No subscriptions. No eating out. No fun spending. This level gives you something powerful: time. It gives you 30 days where you can make decisions without panic. Level 3, 3 to 6 months of essentials. This is the job loss doesn't ruin me level. If you have 3 to 6 months, you're not just surviving. You can negotiate. You can wait for a better job. You can avoid desperate moves. People with no emergency fund take the first bad option. People with a strong emergency fund can take the best option. That's the difference between being broke and being stable. Concrete example. Let's say your essentials are $2,500 per month. Level 1, $1,000. Level 2, $2,500. Level 3, $7,500 to $15,000. Notice something? Level 1 is small enough to start. And level 2 and 3 become realistic once level 1 stops the resets. Stay with me. The next section is the exact step-by-step system to build level 1 fast without feeling miserable. This is the part that changes everything. Most people fail because they rely on willpower. Willpower is unreliable. You need a system that works even when you're tired, you're stressed, you had a bad week, life is chaotic, you feel behind. Here's the system: simple, boring, and extremely effective. Step 1. Create separation. Your emergency fund should not live in your checking account. If it sits next to your spending money, you'll treat it like spending money. Create a separate account. Savings account. Ideally high-yield savings. No debit card attached if possible, optional. The goal: out of sight, but not locked away. Emergency fund money needs to be accessible within 24 to 48 hours, not 24 to 48 seconds. That tiny delay prevents dumb impulse spending. Visual: 2 jars, bills versus emergency only, with a little lock icon. Step 2. Start embarrassingly small. Most people start saving too big, fail, then quit. Instead, start with something you cannot fail. $10 a week, $25 per paycheck, $5 a day. The amount is not the point. The identity is. You're becoming someone who saves automatically. Mini story. If you save $25 per paycheck and you get paid every 2 weeks, that's $650 a year. Not life-changing, but it proves the habit. And once the habit is real, you can scale it. That's how people actually build wealth. Not by big moves, by sustainable ones. Step 3. Automate it. If you can set one thing on autopilot in your financial life, make it this. Automation is like removing your own bad decisions from the process. Set an automatic transfer for the day after payday. Why day after? Because payday is when people spend emotionally. The day after is calmer. Your brain is less impulsive. Visual. Paycheck arrives next day, transfer emergency jar fills. Step 4. Use the 2-lever method. If you want level 1 quickly, you need 2 levers. Lever A. Reduce 1 big leak. Not cutting coffee. 1 big leak. Examples. Subscriptions you forgot. Insurance plan too expensive. 1 and used membership. Eating out frequency. Impulse Amazon spending. Lever B. Add a small extra stream. Not a side hustle empire. Just a little boost. Examples. Sell 5 and used items. Do 1 extra shift. Small freelance job. Weekend gig for 2 weeks. Cashback/refund optimization. The point: build momentum. Because momentum is more important than perfection. Step 5. Use rules, not decisions. Decisions drain you. Rules protect you. Here are the rules. Rule 1. Emergency fund money is for unexpected essentials only. Not vacations. Not shopping. Not I deserve it. Rule 2. If you use the fund, you rebuild it before investing extra. Rule 3. If you get a raise, you save half the raise until level 2 is complete. That rule alone creates emergency funds fast. Concrete example. You get a $200 per month raise. Save $100 per month into emergency fund. Enjoy $100 per month. You feel progress without feeling deprived. In the next section, I'll show you the most common mistakes that destroy emergency funds, so you don't accidentally sabotage yourself. Let's protect you from the classic traps. Mistake 1. Investing your emergency fund. Investing is for growth. Emergency funds are for stability. If you invest it, you can lose it. And losing it during a real emergency is the worst timing. Keep emergency money safe. Boring wins. Mistake 2. Making it too hard to access. If it's impossible to access, you won't trust it. And if you don't trust it, you'll still feel anxious. Emergency funds should be separate, safe, accessible. Mistake 3. Feeling guilty for using it. If your emergency fund covered an emergency, it did its job. It's not failing. It's working. You don't get mad at a seatbelt because you used it. You rebuild. Mistake 4. Quitting after the first setback. Setbacks are not proof the plan doesn't work. They're proof you need the plan. Every setback is literally the reason the emergency fund exists. Stay for the last minute, because I'm going to explain the identity shift that makes all of this permanent. Emergency funds stop resets. Build in levels. $1,000 1 month, 3 to 6 months. Separate the money. Automate small transfers. Use rules, not willpower. Don't invest emergency money. If this helped you feel more in control of your money, subscribe and check the next video in the playlist because it builds directly on this.